For 90-90 hip internal rotation PAILs rails, what I'm gonna do to initially set up is make sure that my trail leg thigh is lined up with my front shin going out into parallel lines so that they don't run into one another. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my front thigh and back shin. What this is gonna do, it's gonna allow me to address that posterior leg's hip capsule a little bit better so I get true rotation into hip internal rotation. So now from here, what I'm gonna do is I have two options. Option one is gonna be the easier option, where I keep my hands on the floor and rotate my logo towards my trail leg. As I do this, I'm making sure that I'm not rounding the spine. I'm trying to stay as tall as possible through my chest. The second option to make it a little bit more intense is with my left leg back, I'm gonna take my left hand onto my left ankle, and I'm gonna take my right hand onto my left hip. Now from here, what this is gonna do, I'm gonna use my hands to try to pull my chest up tall, and this is where it's gonna be my more intense position. So again, either hands on the floor or hand on the ankle and the hip. From here now, my PAILs contractions will be me pushing the ankle, the knee, and the hip down towards the floor. So I'm gonna pretend that there's a scale under the entire leg. I'm gonna press down into that scale, gradually trying to make it heavier. I'm not going immediately to my maximal contraction. I'm gonna try to gradually ramp up the intensity of that leg pressing down. My rails contraction is gonna be me trying to rotate further towards that foot, and I'm gonna try to lift the foot off of the floor. So the foot won't come up, but I'm thinking now I'm trying to make that scale as light as possible, which is gonna allow me to get clean internal rotation from an isometric standpoint. I'm really gonna feel this inside of that hip, but also deep inside the capsule as well. So again, your PAILs contraction here is me pushing the entire leg down. Your rails contraction be rotating the torso while trying to lift the foot. And you would do that with the hands on the ankle and the hip, or with the hands on the floor.